gente.
What up, y'all?
What up?
It's your boy Ross.
And we're in the clutch.
Yeah, we are, man.
Y'all, everyone. Be honest with you.
Unfortunately, but you
Deserve a shit. That told
on title, it's gonna be some sort of glitch.
for
We will ever see again. But it's gotten really
it's wicked.
recently checked out P&D Party Next Door and Drake. Some sexy songs for you. Enjoyed it for the most part. It wasn't obviously a perfect project, but we enjoyed what we heard. We enjoyed the we listened to the
Absolutely.
and we ended up posting a clip of the popular song, what's that, Give Me a Hug?
Give me a hug.
So we posted that on Twitter, and obviously with posting stuff like that, anytime you post anything on social media, you're bound to get some people that agree with you, which is fine. Sign up for that. This is what we do.
No,
Don't even watch us. Don't even subscribe to us. But they see the clip, and then they just, they beg for pussy. I'm like, this is a real comment. We're not making this up. This is a real comment. People like, oh, we beg for pussy. They don't get no girls because they listened to Drake. Like, oh, why you listening to him? He already lost, and it's just it see these. stuff because not on Kendrick, not only just Kendrick's side, on Drake's side. We even got offered to be a part of a OVO community on Twitter, and all because we was, like what we was jamming the. Gotta choose a side, and being a part of a community for I don't know. Yeah, being a part of a community, if you like Drake or whatever, you part of his community, then you gotta hate everything that Kendrick does.
Our hotel is the best in the world. I hope you enjoy. We usually go to the Caribbean at the end of the week. Person. Amen. Amen. With this.
At us, we'll never do that, and we'll never conform to that.
Yeah, no, it's just it gets.
whatever he's saying or she's shit might sound.
I mean, I mean, we knew we took it for face value. We never really took it serious because there was no one in his camp or his girl never came out and said anything about anything that he did, and of course, because he.
Sure.
Being
Oh,
and just like you're taking your day bright. My God,
good for you.
it's just booming.
You don't even know how much money you got in your bank account. Shut
Bro,
up.
we're
Bro,
all walking contradictions of a sort, and we just gotta stop pointing the fingers. You don't like the. type
I
in my
cannot do
this.
that.
Da, 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 da.
I
You
can
don't even
I
know.
can I cannot use my energy to type all day. It's called X right now, so that they can shit on each other through I don't know shit. At some point, you are in tune with it. It becomes something that you just you become a troll. Becoming a troll. It's making you who is exactly like that. I knew right away. Told this, I would say exactly the same thing. Onto somebody else's page, not find energy to do something like each other who have fights because they are used to going to war. dissolve of the issues. It 4 years old. But once that happened out, fan of
Do you
King
hear me?
Drake either.
Sit there about another grown man.
Leave it be.
I mean, two things can be right. And
Else,
facts, bro.
How you doing?
You do.
it shouldn't. We
And yeah, bro, they done turned on him, man. Like they
and I don't
My
even
day
know
is
the
alright.
context of what's going on,
Has
but
but
you
been
know,
it's
that
a
they've been.
similar situation.
my day has been well. Yes, that's all I could tell you. I just woke up from two. Okay, I just woke up from some couple. Wait, actually, I should make you read this. Say fans are taking the this rap beat too far, and I was watching that. But right now, people are so attached to a certain idol. That's the reason why follower, I don't know how you might call it, from my channel comes in and says, get some subs by doing this or by like you're welcome here to join and have fun and enjoy whatever. But I'm not going to realize me. You know what I mean? That's not what I want. That's not my goal. I just want you to be able to do this anymore. And that God say it to the mic. Okay, I'll try. But the whole deal about this, is that by certain things they got going on in life, and I feel like you should really watch out. Otherwise,
that track and he was rocking with it, and boys had turned on him saying he got paid, all this other stuff.
And what if he
you don't need to apologize. It's alright.
what if he did? I ain't saying he did.
Yeah.
Because these people don't pay us to do this. Actually, they take the money. You just have to know somebody to just get the situation whitelisted. That way you can just upload it. But usually gonna get their money.
Yeah, they
I
gonna
don't
get
know
their
what
cut.
y'all think be going on. Certain labels can work that out with you, but I mean that's your business. It's a part of your business. So what? Like
You can't like it when you sold out. I'm like, bro.
The fact is that I think I like so many stuff about people. I like so many. There is so many characters in people that at some point I cannot offend one person. I'm a fan of everything that is surrounding me, you know. And sometimes I also dislike certain things, you know. And still, the next day, maybe Kanye, I hate him for talking stuff about, I hate him for not hate, but I dislike him for saying certain things about Jews. And The next day, I just like his music or I like his artwork. I still like some of his artwork that he did from back then. It become tough for me right now to like it right now, but still, I think he has his own value, and I'm not going to go to his channel. I'm not going to go on Twitter or X and talk and start shading him or you know throw jibes or ridicule him about certain things. I'm not going to do that. I don't have time for that. I have time to do other things in life, and mostly it's encouraging people understand that conflicts doesn't resolve to nothing, really. You are into that Thanos Thanos energy, It's energy anymore. It's contagious feeling that people really don't wanna. They don't want they don't want it to be left out of their body. So it's like do you know when a virus goes into somebody's body, it's being separated throughout your body, but there is a possibility of you to just mindset to you to just remove it. Monks and many I don't know. I don't believe in monks and shaman, but I think they have studied this, and people know that there is certain cheese in the body that you can actually, you know, many Tai Chi fighters, what I mean, or karate fighters know how to do this, and you can remove this out of your body and good energy. And somehow, some people want to leave that bad energy inside them, and the good energy they will put it aside. And it's sad, but you know, aside of that, just believe in God. But you can stay positive, most definitely. But you know, I keep on saying this: negativity is contagious. But otherwise, positivity should be contagious. Somehow, people are falling for the compromisation of a trap, and that is the negativity. It never existed. It's an energy that never existed into our mind system. We have created it. We have made it up, what I mean, that versus each other, because there is so many of us in the world. Now we have to go against each other, but really it's an energy that never existed. The energy that actually does exist is positivity, always going to be there, regardless of how hatred people can be, like you or whatever, has never existed. We have made something out of it, and it is just it's basically killing us. It's the reason why people are going to war, even right now. So it should be otherwise. It should be positivity that has to be contagious, because it's tough. It's tough to pull people's to it's tough to pull people's to think positive. Somehow that is the actual goal. That is what everybody has been fighting for. That is what everybody is actually working their asses off by going to school, so that you can build something for your one smile can change a world, not only a life, everybody. Not only a life, it can change the world. One smile can change everybody. It can change the whole. nation, and it should.
He's like, bro, where was all this? I sold out when I've been jamming him for over 8+ years on YouTube. And this is the thing
And
where it gets.
I didn't say that to go against what you were saying. I say that because you are definitely right by what you're saying. But actually, it's more than that. It's not only a life, it's everything. It can change. A smile can change how the weather looks. A smile can change a room of people thinking, you had a bad day. Somehow you're smiling. Now, a room of bunch of 30 peoples are looking at you like, damn, this guy is powerful. That's how a smile does to people. No matter what you do, or you choose if it will be positive or negative change. Well, don't make it negativity. That's all I'm saying. Don't make it negativity. It's supposed like the goal is always positive. Believe me, positive. At some point, you want to you, think that that is called an enterprise or whatever, but you will never build it if you want to destroy. If you want to if you want destruction in the world, and if you think that that's the case, then I'm telling you, you're tearing apart the precious um, of what life, the meaning of life. It's more than that. And who am I to tell you this? I'm just yapping at this point, but positive, man. And I know why I'm saying this because it's tough. It's tough pulling people to think something good. Motivate people, but it's actually the good energy. You should. You should, you know, do conflicts or altercations or others. I can go on. It's because I've out of experience too, and experience. I've been through many situations that I, I've witnessed it all. Seemingly, I was the type of person who stay quiet about it. But if I would have to escalate, then I'm telling you, the escalation also wouldn't be no good. So I know my energy. I know where I stand for, and I've always kept that. I was never compromised by the negativity, and I think I will never will, because I understand it now. I understand that that is sometimes also the root of evil, because we are being put against each other, and it has always been like that for decades, and it's not doing us any good.
Like, even when we said, oh, we like Kendrick's performance, and some people, oh, it was mid, it was trash. And I'm just like, oh, we like GNX. Ah, it was all right.
Yeah.
And granted, look, Everyone has different opinions, so we
You can like something without being attached to it. You can like reading a book. You can like reading a book without going to, without fully reading a book, and then go online and start shitting on the book itself. Something that actually to a certain state where you was having fun, you was enjoying it. But somehow nowadays, when people they're having, yes, they're having fun, but then at the same time afterwards they start shitting. Really, it's basically shitting on other people's, about other people's. That energy about this, I've seen that on both sides, on people who are fan of Drake and people who are fan of Kendrick, and they don't see it from themselves. They don't see that certain things that you are doing is really, others will join the crowd.
talking about people having their opinions. We're talking about you, deranged individuals that wake up at
But that's
six,
bad.
7 in the morning to
Believe me, it's
tweet
bad.
us or message
Just
us
to be mad.
and just be saying some dumb shit because you're a fan of one artist over the other. Like at the end of the day, we gonna do what we do because this is what we enjoy to do, and people enjoy us giving our unbiased opinion. There was no clause after this beat that said in the clutch was not checking out anything Drake related.
I feel like I can go and watch Drake music, but I feel like to a certain experience that these guys have had, because what this guy had is really some fans of Kendrick went to their own channel and they were really start shitting on them, saying that, hey, how can you be a fan of Drake? How can you like this song? How can you? I'm like a little bit pissed off. People notification about certain peoples who are on about certain values that they had about a person that really they didn't even know. It's just an artist, and they feel like it's necessary to support. And somehow they are being attacked, they are being harassed. Can do to so you can really something and start hating on something they know nothing about. It's true.
No, we're gonna check out wherever the hell we want to. This is our channel, it's our brand, and that's what we're gonna do.
I get that a lot. I get that a lot on my channel sometimes. I don't know if sometimes you're not always there, but sometimes I get people's opinions about, you know, oh, what is this channel about? I'm like, why the curiosity? You know, why should this channel be about anything? So, you know what I mean? And if it is about anything, then you would actually go to my community, YouTube community, and then you at least, just like what you are doing sometimes, I appreciate you too, you know what I mean. Sometimes you come to my community and you like my stuff, so I have to give many thanks to you for doing what you're doing. I don't know how I don't I think you're somewhere from America, and I have to thank you for what you're doing. You go to my page and you like the stuff that I put on, whether it's a picture, whether it's how ugly it may look, you still show support. I appreciate that, and that is what it's about. I would, I would like. I'm still having trouble finding your channel online. I don't know how, but I will. I will go to your channel and I will like your stuff just exactly like what you're doing to mine, and that is what I like and I appreciate. And other than that, it's that what I'm trying to say about that is like some people will come and view this life just for once in their lifetime, and they will start throwing shades or jibes, cheap jibes. That's how it feels because you were never there before. You don't know me. You don't know where. You don't know my values. Yet once you start seeing me on live, and then you say, "Oh, I don't believe nothing. I don't. Like I'm not falling for this trap." I'm like, "What trap? What did I? What for manipulation did I created onto my channel that makes you so hatred towards me?" Like, you. So I appreciate you for doing what you're doing, and in the near future, or maybe today, I'll go to your channel and I like I like your stuff, and still you still didn't put any you still didn't put your rap video yet or whatever it is. I'm willing to watch it, but it is it's sad that certain peoples will come to your channel and they don't even go to the community. They don't see what I'm doing, yet they would like to throw these cheap jabs, and it's messed up. New channel where I will post more content for you. That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. I'm looking forward to see it, man. I'm looking forward to see that.
Feed into my bad.
And if you like it, cool. If you don't want to rock with us because we listen to this music, that's fine too. Do what you want to do. But if you think we're gonna sit up there and conform to y'all trying to bully people online, you got
It's
another
messed
thing.
up.
Because we wouldn't want it to happen to you. Like I feel like everybody should be able to have their own opinion. We're really shunning opinion. We're gonna teach people that hey, go with the wave,
Yeah.
or people gonna get on you.
You
better
say just
judge
curious. You
it.
don't have to
It's
tell
not-
me. Yes.
No,
Uh,
never. I'm gonna always stand 10 toes on what I believe in, even if I'm wrong, because I'd rather look back.
you can ask me anything. Too. There was I don't know if you. I think you know nine is also one of my subs, and she I think she's around 17, and she had pretty she had very serious question that she had to ask. At some point, I felt overwhelmed, but I felt it didn't. I felt like it's okay. I didn't feel like it's a problem for me to answer the question, and it was a question about marriage, about the woman that whether I would want to marry, and about whether whether I have a child or I felt a little bit overwhelmed by the question, and but at the same time, I felt like it's okay to ask. Don't feel free to ask me anything. I'm trying to be the transparent guy to answer certain questions, and I feel like anything can be asked. Don't don't don't, don't make it what's your name. I cannot tell you my real name, but I will tell you. You can call me Dimanta. Dimanta. Because on my channel somewhere you'll find it. But one day I will tell you my true name. I'll tell you. But you can just call me Dimanta. It's alright.
From hey, I used to think like this, but look where I am now. Like I'd rather see that than me be convinced because I'm gonna.
And if
follow
you're
the
really
wave of other people like, oh,
if you're really curious about my name, I'm willing to give it to you, but in a private, you know what I mean. I don't know how to, but yeah, I would say just call me Dimanta. That would be all right. Stranger danger. That's fair. Stranger danger. I mean, do man, really. I'm trying to tell you. I'm really trying to be. Maybe I might be that I'm dangerous looking, but I'm pretty okay. I'm all right. And I I, I don't I don't want to say I don't feel like I'm the most dangerous person in the world or whatever. I can be surrounded with anybody in the world, and I'm telling you, sometimes people are afraid of me, but I am not the scary type at all. Be a scammer from Sweden. Hey, it's all right as long as you are, um, as long as you understand that you need to do something good in life. And scamming is really, if it works for you, then it works for you. But if you do believe in God, then you understand that one day, um, it will bounce back on you. You find yourself in a very tough position, and maybe not. Maybe you'll be very successful at it, but I don't think you'll be happy, and that's the scary part. I get it, but I'm just saying, like, it's not, it's not, it's lifestyle, you know. It's not a pleasant lifestyle. It's to be being a scammer is not really that. I'm being harassed multiple times, and I feel like, if they are having fun with that, then let it be. And other than that, I, I don't know. I cannot feel. I'm like, if they like what they're doing, then let them continue having fun what they're doing. That's what I'm talking about. It's like, if people are into the negativity in life or whatever they're doing, then the best way is just to let them enjoy the parallel version of their own life. That's not it. That's not everything. Even what I'm doing at the moment is not everything, but I'm trying. I'm trying to create a better energy than what this is. You know.
So I'm gonna hop on the Kendrick bandwagon right now too. It's YouTubers that's doing that. Like, oh, well, Kendrick is Kendrick is the wave. The bots are rolling on his in his corner right now, so they're gonna boost everything Kendrick and everything against Drake.
I say I'm still being harassed by scammers till today. And so I I pray to God, and that's it. They're also doing fine, and they're in a good place in life. And other than that, it's just, you don't be scared of humans. Don't you worry about what humans can do. Worry about what God can do, for He's greater than everything.
Watch that and see who's so for or against. When you don't even know these individuals, when people be extra stuff jumping out. Come on, bro. Like, it's their content, and I have no issue with nobody else. But let everybody have their opinion. You like it, you don't like it, cool. It doesn't affect your personal life. We need to be focusing on the stuff that's going on in the White House. Like,
Shit.
honestly, this low key is a
Yeah.
distraction about what's really going on. And look how crazy y'all are. Last couple things, and I'm done with this. We were watching we did the video about the album, Kendrick.
Bless you
talking
too,
about
man,
Philly, we
and
talking
sleep
about
well.
like the Super Bowl.
And thank you for
We gotta
coming by.
start going
Thank you for
into
showing up.
when I tell you people in the comments bypassed
Mm-hmm.
the whole Kendrick had a dope performance, and you know when we was talking about the Super Bowl, like Kendrick had a dope performance. Oh, look at these just Drake stands. Moment,
That'll
I
be
just be
fine though.
like, I don't even get mad. I just be like, bro, I feel bad for him, like, because you don't even.
You're always welcome. Always welcome.
Like,
Welcome to the
you just
game.
said we liked the Super Bowl.
I mean, it's not. It's it's not.
And you just can't make it
It's
up.
not
So it's
Bloods
like,
or Crips.
I'm
It's
not
just a
if it's
gang
not.
of people that are having
Never.
and enjoying
So as long as
themselves.
y'all know,
You're
this is
welcome.
what we
You're
do. We
always
talk about what we
welcome.
talk. I could care less what you think I do, what you think I don't do. Doesn't matter. It doesn't affect my.
This is a gang that is against nothing but negativity.
Om je los te maken van het gemiddelde en jezelf continu opnieuw uit te vinden. De welgemene schouderklop is voor jullie.
More people need to do. More people need to start logging out and just worrying about what you care about. This is why we need to pray. If you're not really realizing what's going on in the world, the devil's busy. Just in hip hop, you know, genre as a whole. Look at it, bro. Just look at what's going on around the world. More prayers needed, more love. Like, bro, the dude was talking trash, and I was just sitting there like, man, I'm just gonna tell him love you, bro. I just didn't get to comment towards him because I was busy. But I was like, bro, you really spent all
Valentine's
day.
Day.
Oh my God.
Boys was tweeting me on
Oh
Valentine's Day
my
since 7
God.
in the morning.
We don't get none.
Like, bro,
Right, just paint this picture. We don't get.
Oh my
But on
God.
Valentine's Day, y'all sat there tweeting about how album wasn't
On the
fire.
day of love,
When the people who
people
enjoyed
are
the album
mad.
were actually using it as a playlist to get that very thing that you.
You don't have no. You don't get no. You don't get no bitches. That's what they saying. You don't get no.
Not everybody
You
knows
don't
what
get
that
no
means.
ladies, huh?
some of them definitely don't know what that
And
means.
that's okay.
It's okay, bro.
But don't say another person ain't splattering the platter if you're not at all. So
at the end of the day, man, it shouldn't be
Shit.
this serious, but it's like I said before, if I never see another rap beef in my lifetime,
good.
I'm okay with it. This took the cake because I can only imagine how it would be in the future because the fans have made this worse. It started off as entertainment, started off
Yeah,
great,
it started
and
good.
it just snowballed into something so toxic
Started
on both ends.
started like a good, you know. What I mean, a good. Started like something that has never been done before. Maybe it has been done before because it's hip. That's how it looked.
I'm not a big fan of it. That's why we're not joining no Kendrick community on Twitter. We're not joining no Drake community on Twitter because I just don't want to see my timeline full of one-sided hate towards another side. I don't give a damn. If the music good, we gonna check it out. We gonna bump it in our cars and our whips wherever we at and go on about our day,
Yeah,
man.
y'all are really ruining it for just music lovers in general.
Jesus
Christ.
When you look at the grand scheme of things, people used to
And,
styles.
and I view myself as a true I view myself as a true lover of art, true lover of music art, whether it's or I don't know, pop sometimes, or I don't know, some genres of I don't know, electro music or whatever, some dubstep or whatever. You know what I mean? Stuff. I love sound. I love sound that sounds too good for human beings to hear, but at the same time, it doesn't have to be. This is this nostalgia when you, I don't know, when you when you become 90 years old and then you get to hear a certain track, a certain song, and then you are like, oh man, I reminisce that time when I when I was there, when this was going on or that was going on. That's what it's about. It's becoming a very very negative energy, and they want us to reminisce that negativity also. Nostalgia feelings that you know, man, that song hits hard, and it hits good in your heart. It's about your heart loving something, and and
The hip
they're
hop
saying
ears,
the
a little bit
same
of, you know what
thing.
I'm saying, tech, you know what I'm saying, a little bit of rock. You'd be able to pick from everywhere, bro. But someone, for they're losing a beat. Oh, so I can't listen to his music. That's fine, fam. Like at the end of if that's your core belief, I can't rock with this person because
I love
they
Linkin
did this,
Park.
they lost, and they start suing. They all, hey,
Not mad at you. Do your thing.
it's not like people are coming over
I
here and saying,
love
"What's wrong with you? Why you not
ACDC
gonna listen to the homie
sometimes.
that didn't care?" If you don't, but if somebody want to listen to him, that's fine. Two things can coexist at the same time without people having to fight at each other. We need more love, bro. Like
Sheesh, that's
seriously,
why I'm
I can
keep on
really care less
saying.
for rap and knowledge in general because to me it's just becoming. It's always been toxic, but it's
And being misinterpreted with what is going on right nowadays. When people are talking about love, people think that when I talk about love, people think that you have to kiss somebody, you have to what I mean, intimately do certain things with what I mean, consensually with somebody, but it's not about that. It's deeper than that. That's not even fall for a woman anymore because it's the expectation that you are having from the other person that is a little bit over the top, you know, and you are like, no, I'm good.
it really weighs on. So I've changed up my genre of music all in all. I don't even listen to it 90% of the time when I'm not on here because it's my job and we cater, to the fan base
And
and we
maybe
build it on
I
that.
would,
I do it
but
for y'all.
then
But other than
I
that, I
want it
really
to
could
be
care less.
perfect with a perfect
Getting me on
person.
the
You know what I
gospel tune
mean?
is something that's more
And
like
consensually, of course.
it makes you feel better anyway. Because somebody says something important. I'm closing it out. Somebody says something important. A lot of these songs you listen to,
Hmm.
read the song. Read the
Yeah, but talking about that, I'm a fan of I'm a fan of Future. Future is a hip hop artist, a rap artist. But sometimes if you read what Future is writing in his lyric, it might before you if you listen, it sounds good. It sounds freaking good, melodic and everything. But then if you go to read the lyrics, you're like you be scared to life because he be talking about demons, he be talking about certain things that he would do to women, and it's just you are not allowed to because freedom of speech exists. But at the same time you're like, relax my guy, we don't need to go that way. you know yeah, I don't want to talk about demons and all that stuff.
lyrics, and you'll start seeing like, oh, hey, God, yeesh, woo.
So he's right,
You gonna see how
read the
heavy that is.
lyrics.
Just imagine yourself listening to that 24/7, nonstop. That's why y'all starting to act and do the things that y'all do. So be mindful of that, bro. But at the end of the day, we love all of you. Whether you, not right now. We love all of y'all.
That's
We love
UMG.
you.
All right, we appreciate you.
For the video, so just want to let you know. She said Ross, we
They're
gotta
still
fix
harassing that nigga.
See, I told you
Ah,
guys.
shit, there we go.
No, we're still flying them out to New York. Just so you know.
I don't know about flying right now.
Oh yeah, we're flying. But now, man, again, we love all you guys, man. Whether you hating the videos, whether you love them, at the end of the day, keep boosting up the engagement. Just keep knowing that, hey, we
Don't
just gonna rock with
misinterpret
what we
love
rock with.
with
I'd rather
hate.
be
Don't
authentic
do
and
that.
rock with what I like versus me performing
Love is
and
greater
faking
than
it
that.
for y'all. Like, I don't want to just be
Love
listening to
can never be
K Dot in
defeated
my
by
phone, really
hate.
listening to it. You
Hatred
know what I'm
is
saying? Like, that's a fake influence or whatever you want to call this. That's fake to me. So we're gonna listen to stuff that we deem something that, stuff that y'all will tell us to check out, that y'all put us on. Y'all put us on to a lot of music.
hatred inflicts nothing other than just, and it becomes great. Talking about lovey-dovey kissing, you know what I mean? You're seeing two lovers, you know what I mean, all into each other. No, no, you're being compromised. You are being compromised. Love is greater than that.
We're gonna do it because we want to and we're interested in that.
Yeah.
That do that.
Right.
Think for yourself. Continue to spread love. Be first, and watch all this stuff start to change. Catch y'all next time, man. Peace.
Y'all need help.
Stop it. Get some help.
Get some help. I love healthy competition. That's what they said in the beginning when this whole fight started. But it's not healthy anymore. Believe healthy anymore. Nowadays I'm just this video was way more fun to watch than videos that are surrounding right now into the net about Drake and Kendrick. That is basically of each other, and it will never stop. It will always become that. Just like, but then with extra steps, with stair steps. You know what I mean? It's going. You just you feel like some fans feel like they're going to heaven, but really they're bringing themselves down and downhill. It's destroying you. It's manipulating you to think that that's what you need to focus on. No.
Met Eru, goudkuipje. At the end of the week, you will be an entirely different person. Amen, amen.
The video game day in class. Video the CEO game wasn't financially successful or get laid off because the game was financially successful. Of course, I'm going to yap about it. I love the game.
Ever played Marvel Rivals ever before?
The gameplay trailers for the thing.
gamers,
And
some
both those new
streamers
characters look
showing
amazing. And then, kind of like giving a
how
dog a
it
pill of
looks.
peanut
I
butter,
think I
the
saw
game was released
Dante,
and fed us the
viewing
medicine
certain
because
characters in
turns out
Marvel
they laid off
Rivals.
the entire North
I never
American
thought it
division
was
of the Marvel Rivals team.
my thing.
At least that's what the headlines are saying.
Same goes for Fortnite. It's just
Clear
people are keep on referencing me to play Fortnite, and until I did, I was never a fan.
Some level designers have been released. They're teamwork, but again, that's
Even
still
though that I'm not a fan, it doesn't mean that I cannot try it.
Anyway, let's go through the
I
list
just
and
feel
post
like
here from Thaddeus Sasser.
I wasn't indulged enough
My stellar, talented team just helped
to get
deliver
into
an
it.
incredibly successful new franchise in Marvel Rivals for NetEase Games. And Thaddeus is
I think I created this really, I say, with music. Meaning I used to like music. I used to fuck with music. Nowadays I let others play just to get into it. Think the music. Nowadays I let others play just to get into it.
not like the sole, fucking Stan Lee to this game of the game in the development of this game every single day. Laundry here. So he seems pretty good that you helped build. Test. Hey, I'm gonna celebrate by spitting in your face. Expect, except in the video. Somehow, the dumbest people on the food chain of the video.
Cool,
And that has
man.
been a big discussion around this. Like, if they're all primarily focused on R&D, well, the game's fully out, so you don't really need that. You're going to need more levels going forward. It can't just stay with the same level design support, and they feel like they don't need the. It's still a little too early to tell. The LinkedIn post continues. Oh well, times are tough all over. Let's find these incredible people new jobs because we all need to eat, right? And then the name drop
Hey.
someone named Gary McGee, who is a technical designer currently working on level design.
A piece of heaven.
And then he mentions a lot of our time on the project was spent in a sort of R&D branch, coming up with new. China. So then they is Jack Burrows leveled his rivals with NetEase. You can't win them all. What's
That's a good
this fucking
analogy.
slammed Overwatch into the dirt. It took it, gave it a swirly and a wedgie. This is the hero shooter genre, and they still. To some of the people that were helping with R&D at the very least. This is a crucial component of making a game in the first place, by the way. But it seems like the beyond that, like level design is not something you want to do. You're always going to need some level designers. But either way, it's such a bad look. Now there's a big blemish on the success. Some talented. Also, probably just be good for Overwatch in general because, I mean, they list on Marvel Rivals, and right now that's the bigger, better game.
It's getting cold.
To me, it seems like a no-brainer if you're Blizzard. Apparently, the team's six people that were laid off. That was the whole NA brand. Positive news coming out here for Marvel Rivals.
Denmark do
Grealish. Kovacic. Oh, it's gone off between the benches.
Bit of humble pie for Erling Haaland this evening here at the Emirates.
Tingling across the face of goal. Through the Fatawa. Shaqiri. It's Xherdan Shaqiri now for Switzerland. Can he win it? Shaqiri scored! What a turnaround from Switzerland. One goal down at the break. They have now scored twice in this second half. Good advantage played again by Mark Clattenburg. Shot right, good attack by Well, that is the moment that he has dreamt about. And so too of Manchester City. An Emmanuel Adebayor goal against Arsenal. And he sets up to celebrate like never before.
I think it's quite disgraceful. I mean, running over to the away fans, you got your goal, you continued your 100% scoring record. Did you lose your head a bit afterwards?
I could have not do what I had done, but you know, it's like the emotional take over me. The frustration is out of me. It was
Goals by Landry. Five back in by
Shimon.
You're looking for Ronaldo's on that support. What about that from Cristiano Ronaldo? It's Mata. Oh, it's in! The ladies attacking this one. It's gone all the way through and it's gone in. Manchester United have the lead. Pogba was around the ball. And there is the full-time whistle. And Jose Mourinho says, what were you saying before the game? Leonardo Bonucci's not happy, I don't think, with the Manchester United manager.
¿No le parece una falta de respeto ese gesto después del partido ante la Juventus?
¿Es usted española?
Sí,
¿No entiendes italiano?
sí lo entiendo perfectamente.
¿Entiendes? Son 4 minutos.
No sé, per lei è una offesa o no, come lo vede lei?
Un'offesa è quello che loro hanno fatto con me. Questo non è un'offesa. Questo è un po' di più.
Bellamy can't stop it. Valencia's ball in for Rooney, and it's a tackle for Ryan Giggs. United have the lead. Bellamy round the back of Raphael, who's got a hold of it. Bellamy goes down. It's a penalty. And it's Carlos Tevez against his old team. Here is Tevez. And he takes the back of the net off. He was looking for Company. Company with no luck.
Tevez did them dirty.
Does it again. And he's running towards the middle of the field. I think he wants to make a message to Sir Alex Ferguson here. He wants everybody to know
Did this.
that he's back to haunt Manchester United.
R.I.P.
Time he
Fred.
speaks badly about a player, and he has said the worst about me. I never asked him to apologise.
This is the 17th penalty of these World Cup finals. 5 have been missed. It's Messi.
It's two. It's his tournament. Is it written in the stars? England will hope not. But this little man is irresistible.
Oh, but Fleck's giving it away. Now Leicester City put it through the middle. Jamie Vardy 1-on-1 with the keeper. And he finishes. And just like that, Leicester City pounce. And Leicester City will take all 3 points away from Bramall Lane. It's a cruel one on Sheffield United, who battled away. But Jamie Vardy gets his chance. Saw Giroud make the movement to the front post.
Kick towards Louis. Against the post. Rudiger. And Chelsea rescue a point in the 96th minute of 96. And I'm afraid that somebody that's with Jose Mourinho in the moment.
Yes? What celebrations? Bad education.
Taken here by Angel.
up. And this extraordinary season of Champions League comebacks continues. And France have never lost when Antoine Griezmann has scored. Antoine Griezmann. France have their league back. An historic goal. A goal of its age, of its generation. The ball's caught up, the rapid header. Atletico now do have their lead. Squares for Sterling. Thought he was fouled. Suarez gets on with it, and it's in. Deflected in. Liverpool are Suarez takes a theatrical dive right in front of David Moyes.
What do you make of the Luis Suarez celebration for his fifth goal? I thought it was great. That's
Yeah, that's crazy.
Knucklehead, puts them up. Starts pretty boss, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy is like a comedy show, I swear. What are your thoughts on the Trump protesters? Oh, I can't understand what to do. What are your thoughts on the MAGA protesters? Motherfucker MAGA. Motherfucker MAGA. Donald Trump. Is that a threat? Take your head off. So what was that all about? Don't touch my mic. Hey, I look like you took my especially if it's white by you. Me? Yes, you will. Get him the
You look like they would have you already. So be thankful when you with a bunch of people who don't look like you, are your people who are getting ripped away from their police officers. You never even have a second of what it's like for these people to fuck. Like, you have no idea. And you're out here being like it's the same people killing people.
My parents are immigrants.
I'm not talking to you. That's awesome.
Why are you calling me a white ass blink? What? Why are you calling me that? What do you want? I don't say that word. What word? I'm not saying it. What? Saying what? Why are you calling me that? Saying what? Why are you calling me that? What? What's your problem? What problem? That you're a racist to me. Donald Trump and MAGA. Why are you threatening people though that are conservative? MAGA. Motherfucker. Moron. Maggot. Maggot means mother moron, right?
This guy's a he's trying to put you on social. This guy right here, this astronaut. But I'm actually not an astronaut. I identify as a Hispanic. That girl says I could get, and then this police officer says free speech.
No.
That's not free speech.
What is it then? Give me the definition of that. What is
Threat.
it?
Threat.
No, I said you're a white by the police. Will not, because police left day, and you will never get a taste of it, because you just sat here and yelled at him with all your white male privilege.
You are
I'm
right.
okay with it. I'm aware, Doc. But I don't say who the will. Who the will? Because you don't. Else is gonna say
You're
it.
the only one being racial right now. I've not said one singular thing about race.
Historically, white people are the only people who have ever oppressed anybody. You can't be racist towards a white person.
So why are you so upset? I don't get it.
Donald Trump. Donald Trump. Motherfucker Donald Trump. I told you when Donald Trump comes walking up to me. Right here in Dallas, Texas.
Yeah. You got that. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Trump supporter. Imagine.
Dumb.
Racist towards
No,
white
you
people.
can't, and I stand on it. You cannot be racist towards a white person. When historically, white people are the only people. Don't.
Man, can you answer that question? What's white privilege?
You, all the way to I can get your head out of your own. Go home and cry to your mom, and walk all shaky the whole way back. Nobody wants you here. Cheers.
All right, guys. That is Dallas, Texas.
The whole time that this was going on, it was 5 minutes, by the way. I was like, yeah. That was good. Shit. I'm starting getting tired again. Before I have to, yeah, before I have to do some workouts. It's live right now. Out of gigs.
Met Eru Goudkuipje. At the end of the week, you will be an entirely different person.
Amen, amen.
Like, be a
djinn or shapeshifter, as these entities are often said to imitate others to try to fool them. When Abdullah opens the door, something seems to actually come inside as a poster on the wall falls to the floor.
That's what I was about to say. That thing in there with you now, bro.
Abdullah believes that a jinn might be attached to him and that he might have made a terrible mistake by letting it in.
Oh, no. Hey.
Abdullah tries to prove what he is experiencing in a live stream.
And I thought I should just come live because some people just don't believe this thing.
Nothing happens. But weeks later, Abdullah gets a strange visitor again. And
nothing happened when he was going live, though.
And he is...
मैंने नहीं खोलना.
Cites a verse from the Quran, but this only seems to make matters worse. He yanks the door open, and nothing there. After this last odd encounter, Abdullah says that he hasn't experienced anything since. Abdullah, or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. And/or weird videos to end out this list. So, sometimes ghosts move things and moan and just generally make a lot of noise. But when the people in the house are a little too loud, the ghost can get a bit pissy.
Oh, yeah, I remember this. Barely. This boy got knocked out by a ghost, man. That ghost was like, bro, I'm tired of this kid running around upstairs.
So did a ghost just take that running kid out? Who knows? But probably not. Anyway, sometimes at Halloween, you might try to scare your friend with a creepy mask. But he might have the same idea.
Each other. They both got scared.
Your ghost hunt in an old building might find a, not ghost.
Oh my God! What the?
Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you back next time.
Yo, why was that man standing there like that? Yo, this man's a fool. Hey, this is a good episode. Tears got a little scared.
It just ended. It's crazy. Lucky me. Didn't get to see shit.
God bless the kid with many talents, he was chosen. That's why you see him living in the moment. Every second gotta own it, cause you never know what could be your last. Time breathing, now you bleeding from the gun blast. And you thinking about the past. See your whole life in a flash. Best friends,
Need this. I don't know exactly what's recommend.
if we're gonna stand in the rain, it gotta be worth it. Let's do this shit.
Nope. These are all old music, man. The box and all this. Commanded this shit. Elevate. How ridiculous. Oh. Nope. 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 Got it on our voice. Let's go. That's dope. X, who sells revolutionized medicine, who say to appear in immortal cell line. Some believe she's guiding scientific breakthroughs again. Abandoned town of Rosewood, Florida, is said to be haunted by the spirits of those who live there. This
Fly is ready.
This is interesting. I'll watch it later.
Fly is ready for romance.
Dragonfly. I like dragonflies. Tommy. Nah, I'm not gonna listen to what Ghost got to say. He's opinionated. You good. subscribing. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's just trash. You know, find a way to reduce that. I didn't do it. Nope. Then some stuff was a little bit too much as is though. I don't know whether he's actually still in need of it. Your subscription. Famous for what they're famous for, but I don't feel like it's necessary to. Into, I don't know. Greedy. Did, but then it was a little bit too dramatic. Did, trilogy and It's dope, but yeah. Peter Kondath, what's up with you, man? And Kondankandath. What's up with Peter Kondankandath? Feel like it does. Hey, you are watching kid. Matching clothes way back together, one way or another. I will be successful. However you pushed it, you pushed it. It's just too much, man. There's too much. Buying certain things that I don't like. Ugly money. Alright. Some music, dope. Feel like I don't belong. On YouTube, when you're watching a certain pulling you to subscribe, but I feel like if it's just that's in a few minutes.
I mean, I feel like we in an episode of Squid Games, man.
Only about, what, not even a month.
Dirk heeft mee voor budgetboodschappen. Dus waarom zou je deze week een pinafla? Alle varianten, pak van een liter voor maar 99 cent. Op Dirk kun je rekenen.
Laten we beginnen. Ik heb klotsende oksels. Je moet gewoon weten waarvoor je het doet. Ik weet niet tegen wie. Ja, maar zo deed je bij alles. Hey, Paat, wat ga je doen?
Stream Dream School, nu op NPO Start.
Probably Glazer, I imagine lawsuits, yeah. Plane crashes are going down every year. You keep saying that, and I'm sure statistically you're right, but I feel like there's gotta be something to be said that we're only so many people that don't usually have crashes, let alone fatal ones. You're just hearing about it more. But that's not true either. Like, usually that's the case when it comes to things like this, but in this case, you're just wrong. Because we literally have not had a major aviation disaster with fatalities like we just saw with the collision with the helicopter. Yeah, we're getting more information on things, so you hear more about, like, some of the smaller crashes. But we're also getting much more devastating large ones, too. .593 crashes, they'd all be documented by the FAA. Is lower than in 1982. I absolutely believe that. But again, fatal crashes on major airlines don't happen in America. At least they didn't, and now they do. Weren't fatal. No, but the one that was the first one in many, many moons. That was a catastrophe. Oh well, I've been afraid of flying before it was cool. I feel like in the 80s you would hear about plane crashes. Like, I really think you did hear about them. But again, the helicopter is the first one in long, long time. It's not just like hearing it more. Like, that is actually the first time that's happened in a long time. That makes sense. Well, no, they're gonna investigate to figure out exactly how it happened, no doubt. We are getting much more high-profile aviation disasters when we usually don't. And 3 big ones in just a month. One of them being the first with fatalities in a long time. It's concerning. 80s, I'm not directly comparing it to the 80s. I'm just saying how concerning it is because throughout my life, since 1994, I have not seen this many so close together. Like up until then, I could pretty much remember all of the big plane crashes, like Sullivan, where he was a hero, that kind of thing. Now there's so many, they're starting to blur together, and I'm forgetting some.
Shit.
Dude, I was thinking about it, but I haven't had a chance yet.
Groeit focus. In rust. Elke dag je grens verleggen om je los te maken van het gemiddelde. En jezelf continu opnieuw uit te vinden.
Cool for the Tom Grossi Charity Street. Hopefully it accomplishes it. No, I saw he got found not guilty, but I don't even remember what the fucking case was. Using PoE 2. Watson got a giant tattoo on the top of his head. It looks incredibly stupid. His channel doesn't come up unless you type it in correctly. It's like Wes Watson locked up. What is the name of his channel? Oh, he just changed it to Wes Watson. Yeah. I want to see it. Show me it. So swollen. It just looks like he's being taken over by a symbiote. The camera, please. What is it? people that are 5'9" and taller to look down on him? Like, I don't. What's the design? Yeah, I guess it could be SD, which is why the post title is "Suck Dick Wes Watson." Ever take a head tattoo talking shit? Tattoo. Looking down on you to see it. None of that actually. I was just talking about because he's short. That's so true. Everything. Because he's like actually super short, but pretends to be 6 foot. Video on it. I didn't actually watch the stream. He did a stream with Jack Doherty. Sad, but in the stream, Jack Doherty is just actually clowning on him, and Wes Watson never picked up on it. So Jack Doherty's my height. Wes Watson is only slightly taller than Jack Doherty. Wes Watson's not even 5'8".
Man, bro.
Elektrisch rijden op topniveau in de Mazda CX-60 Business Editions.
Bestel nu een pizza bij New York Pizza en maak kans op een VIP-trip naar...
People are respecting us again as a country and as a powerful country, and maybe a smart country, but maybe not so smart, because when you look at some of the waste, fraud, and abuse that's being uncovered by Doge, and the people at Doge, these are young, often young, but super brilliant people, incredible computer scientists and other things, and they're finding levels of fraud and waste and abuse nobody ever thought possible. But before we do that, I just want to ask Will to come over. I've just finished signing some executive orders, and if we could start with that, Will, you might want to come up here and just explain what we did. Thank you.
Let's see it. A short while ago, President Trump signed three items. The first is an executive order relating to the affordability and availability of in vitro fertilization and other fertility treatments. These are treatments that have become unaffordable for many Americans, or have been unaffordable for many Americans. And the executive order is a directive to the Domestic Policy Council to examine ways to make IVF and other fertility treatments more affordable for more Americans. The second item that we signed was a presidential memorandum imposing radical transparency requirements on government departments and agencies. This is in keeping with President Trump and the administration's broader commitment to governmental transparency. What this presidential memorandum would do is require, as waste, fraud, and abuse is uncovered, as programs are canceled, and ultimately as taxpayer dollars are saved, this presidential memorandum would require departments and agencies to make all of the details of that freely available to the public. Wow. Lastly, we have another executive order that President Trump signed relating to independent agencies. This executive order would establish important oversight functions in the Office of Management and Budget and its subsidiary office, OIRA, supervising independent agencies and many of their actions, and also reestablishes the longstanding norm that only the President or the Attorney General can speak for the United States when stating an opinion as to what the law is.
That's part
That
of
was
that.
the primary purpose.
Yeah, that
of
seems very
this
technical.
conference, to explain that they're all very important in their own way. Fertilization, I've been saying that we're going to
I
do
don't understand
what we
it.
have to do, and I think the women and families, husbands,
This is the emperor
are
part?
very appreciative
Is that
of
it?
But that was it. I do want to say while I'm up here, I've been contacted by some of the biggest companies in the world, and because of what we're doing economically and through tariffs
That's
and
me, I
taxes and
DM'd up.
incentives, they want to come back into the United States. And we'll be announcing various very large companies, the biggest actually, and they'll be coming back, having to do with chips and having to do also with cars and lots of other things. We're going to be announcing some very, very big, momentous decisions are being made by companies all around the world, the biggest, and they want to come back into the U.S.
That's good, right?
Car plants are being canceled in other locations now because they want to build them here. And you read about a couple, not that I want to mention names or anything, but you read about a couple of big ones in Mexico just got canceled because they're going to be building them in the United States. And that's very simply because of what we're doing with respect to taxes, tariffs, and incentives. And
more Doritos,
I
yeah.
think it's a very important thing. And you'll be seeing this over the next, probably over the next 2 years, to be honest. But
We're gonna make
you're see a
Dorito
lot of it over
factories,
the
so
next couple
RFK
of
can
weeks.
ban
A lot of big
Doritos.
ones are going to be announcing. And so while we're here, I guess we can take a couple of quick questions. Go ahead, please. Please.
Okay.
Tariff rate should be.
Yeah, I probably will tell you that on April 2nd, but it'll be in the neighborhood of 25%.
He's actually not doing anything on April 1st.
It'll be 25% and higher, and
Yes.
it'll go very substantially
Yeah.
higher over a course of a year. But we want to give them time
Smart,
to
yeah.
come in, because as you know, when they come into the United States and they have their plant or factory here, there is no tariff. So we want to give them a little bit of a chance. Yes, thank you.
Going to be here in Washington next week. I'm sorry, tomorrow. He's going to be meeting with Hassett and Greer and Letnick. What can the EU do? Tariffs that you've talked about, and you've talked a lot about the VAT. Do you expect them to reduce that?
Value-added tax.
Reduce their car tariff all the way down to what we have, and a lot of that will take
Special
place,
thing
and
for
I think
Europe.
some won't do it, and some will do it. But the EU had a 10% tax on cars, and now they have a 2.5% tax, which is the exact same as us. So already we've saved a tremendous amount. That would be great if everybody would do that. Then we'd all
25% is
be
a lot.
on the same playing field. Because essentially what we're doing with the tariffs is, they charge us, we charge them, same amount.
I don't see how, reciprocation's
It's
bad.
called reciprocal, actually.
Yeah.
And whatever they charge us, we're charging them. And so the EU is our cars. They don't take our farm products. They don't take almost anything. They take very little. And we're going to have to straighten that out. And we will. I have no doubt about it. Yeah, go ahead, please.
Thank you, Mr. President. Could you tell us a little bit more about the Russia talks, your impression of how they went today?
That's a great
More
question.
confident or
Yeah,
less confident?
that's a really good question.
What happened today?
Well, much more confident. They were very good. Russia wants to do something. They want to stop the savage barbarianism. I mean, what's going on over there? It's soldiers are
Very
being
not good.
killed by the thousands on a weekly basis. It's ridiculous. And they're not American soldiers. They're Russian soldiers, and they're Ukrainian soldiers largely, although a lot of Koreans have been killed, as you know.
Was it
Quite a bit of
10,000 or
them have
something?
been killed. They came over to fight, and a large portion have been wiped out. But we want to end it. It's a senseless war. It should have never happened. Would have never happened if I was
Yes,
president.
North Koreans.
And it's a shame to see it. And I see pictures that you don't see, but I see pictures of fields that look just horrible. It looks like Gettysburg. If you see the old pictures of Gettysburg, it's soldiers lying all over the field, body parts all over the field. They're all dead. And this is going on a daily basis. It's a
Jesus.
horrible thing. Both Russia and Ukraine, they're losing thousands and thousands of soldiers, and a lot of people have been killed too. I think that's one of the things that you'll see historically, and you'll see later on as it goes along. I think people are going to be surprised at how many people, not only soldiers, have been killed in Ukraine. A lot more people than you think. Yeah, please.
sad.
President Trump, as part of a peace deal with Putin, would you?
He's asked me to do that, so I don't think we'd have to do that. I wouldn't want to do that. But that
Next.
question's never really come up.
Next.
Yeah.
European peacekeeping troops in Ukraine as part of this peace deal?
If they want to do that, that's great. I'm all for it. If they want to do that, I think that'd be fine. I mean, I know France has mentioned it. Others have mentioned it.
Yeah, it's
UK has mentioned it.
if they want to do that.
Yeah,
Sure.
Well, if we have a peace deal, I think having troops over there.
It's not our decision.
From the standpoint of Europe, we won't have to put any over there because we're very far away. But having troops over there would be fine. I would not object to it at all. We're talking about this now, peace. We have either a ceasefire or peace itself, and we're looking to do both. We'd start off with the ceasefire, and if they want to do that, I know France was willing to do that, and I thought that was a beautiful gesture. Yeah, please.
Ukrainians who, after 3 years of fighting, might feel betrayed or disappointed at not having a seat at these initial talks in Saudi Arabia?
Well, I think I'm really disappointed in watching this for 3 years. It's a war that would have never happened if I was president, and I've been watching these at levels that you've rarely seen, not even close, since the Second World War. And I'm very disappointed. I hear that, they're upset about not having a seat. Well, they've had a seat for 3 years, and a long time before that. This could have been settled very easily. Just a half-baked negotiator could have settled this years ago, without the loss of much land, very little land, without the loss of any lives, and without the loss of cities that are just laying on their sides. You have those magnificent golden domes that are shattered, will never be replaced. You can't replace them. 1,000-year-old domes that are so beautiful. You can't replace that. The whole civilization has changed because of what. So when they're worried about not being seated, I mean, somebody that should have gone in and made a deal a long time ago, you could have made a deal. This is one that could have made a deal. There was no talk of this during the Trump administration. Putin would have never, ever done it. And by the way, we wouldn't have had October 7th. You know that. We wouldn't have had October 7th either in Israel. And we wouldn't have that mess that's going on over there. It's like we have great fire people here. We're putting out fires. All over the world we're putting out fires. So that wouldn't have happened. And you know what else wouldn't have happened? Inflation. Because it was caused really by the cost of energy going through the roof because of their bad energy policies and also their spending, their terrible spending, wasteful spending on the Green New Scam. It's a scam. It's a whole big scam. Yeah, please.
That's a pretty...
Take for you to reconsider restrictions on the Associated Press. And secondly, some of your advisors are concerned with the Associated Press's style guide, using language and giving guidance to not use words like illegal immigrant or to use phrases like gender-affirming care. And they're concerned about that being encroaching on liberalism in a way.
Of course. Well, I do think that some of the phrases that they want to use are ridiculous, and I think, frankly, they've become obsolete, especially in the last 3 weeks.
They have.
Because many things... But the Associated Press just refuses to go with what the law is and what is taking place. It's called the Gulf of America now. It's not called the Gulf of Mexico any longer. I have the right to do it, just like we have the right to do Mount McKinley, and nobody's even challenging that. But only the essentially, it's primarily the Associated Press.
Gulf of America, boys, that's right.
I just say that we're going to keep them out
Yep.
until such time as they agree that it's the Gulf of America. We're very proud of this country, and we want it to be the Gulf of America. Now, this Associated Press, as you know, has been very, very wrong on the election, on Trump and the treatment of Trump and other things having to do with Trump and Republicans and conservatives. And they're doing us no favors, and I guess I'm not doing them any favors. That's the way life works. But, thank you for the question. Who are you with?
See,
And those
the
movies should have.
algorithm is algorithming. I was just one video of Trump with multiple.
And much more in today's episode. Means the game is on. Last summer, Victor seemed to be on the verge of a move to Chelsea, but the deal fell through, and instead of the English Premier League, he ended up. The Turkish side hoped to make the move permanent at the end of the season, but that now looks highly unlikely. Osimhen has been showing his class for Galatasaray, 17 goals and 5 assists in 23 minutes. But there's a problem, the financial side of things. The club is supposedly ready to activate his release, strengthen other areas. Because United's problems go way beyond their attack. Pretty much everything needs fixing, except maybe the team bus. PSG, on the other hand, see Osimhen as the new leader of the race. The Parisians can afford simply can't Could an unexpected contender swoop in and outmaneuver everyone? Drop your thoughts in the comments and make sure to already. Your support means the world to us.
Loop niet het risico om de foto's en video's van je telefoon te verliezen. Met dit innovatieve
Anthony, the 100 million euro Brazilian flop at Manchester United, could be on the move. And to Bayern Munich. One team's loss is another team's gain, right? So, let's break it. But the real twist, Bayern Munich are watching. The German giants have already opened talks with United. The reason? Ney and Coman could both leave the Allianz Arena, and Bayern urgently needs someone who can cause havoc on the wings. But is Antony the answer? Let's be real. At United, Liga. Quite possibly, especially under the right. On Antony, or is this just another transfer gamble waiting to happen? Let us know in the comments. When Chelsea were on the verge of signing Jules Koundé years ago, back then, Barcelona swooped in at the last minute and stole the Frenchman away, and it seemed raising the stakes, hole in their pockets, and need to spend. Barcelona, of course, haven't reacted to the rumours, but if a concrete offer 100 million euros for a defender isn't just a hefty price tag, it's a golden opportunity to boost their finances. After all, the Blaugrana have turned to their famous economic levers more than once. Let's be real, he's not. But it's sluggish and they finally land a marquee signing, or will they walk away empty-handed again? Plans, and if Luis Diaz leaves, the Anthony Gordon. What do you think of that move? So, here's the deal. Their sights set on Luis Diaz, and if the Catalans put enough money on the table, the Colombian could swap Anfield for Camp Nou. But Liverpool aren't wasting any time. They've already lined up a potential replacement. After making the switch from solid track record for a player knocking on the door of a top. Signing the Reds some serious. But here's the catch. Newcastle have slapped a £100 million quick feet and a couple of solid post-match interviews. Okay, jokes aside, the Magpies know exactly what they're doing. Gordon is a crucial. And let's be honest, Newcastle haven't exactly been flying this season. And you and a shot at silverware. And suddenly, those bags are packed. The real question is, does it match for their system? But
He's
could he end up
good.
being just another overpriced British signing? We've seen. On the flip side, Liverpool have a strong track record of finding the right players, so let's see how this one plays out. So, what's your take? Is Gordon Diaz leaves? Or your thoughts in
Going
the
where?
comments. Let's discuss.
Daar zijn ze. Met Eru Goudkuipje. Eurocamp, Eurosplash, Eurochill, Grill Smash. Eurocamp, luxe campingvakanties in Europa.
A player who's worn the sky blue shirt since childhood and a key figure. City to their 4th consecutive title. It seemed like we might sell him? Seriously, what's going on? Let's be honest, this season, it's like his batteries ran out after the Euros. Some games he looks sharp, others... Rodriguez. Munich. Now that actually makes more sense. They could still be a crucial part of City's future. That would be a bold and risky decision. Then again, if Guardiola
Foden
really
is
is
very
finding
much
a major
welcome in
squad
Real
overhaul,
Madrid.
who knows what surprises
Very
are coming
much.
next? So, what do you think? Are City
It would
actually
be a
considering
blast.
selling Foden for 150 million euros? Or is this just another case of agents and journalists videos regularly? Enjoy this kind of content and don't want to miss out on the latest transfer news and football. And turn on notifications. Don't forget to leave a like. It really helps the channel grow and allows us to...
Okay. News. I think I'm about to watch some movie.